Yes, the system is obviously failing. The system is broken. The system doesn't work. We know this. Everybody in Liberty knows this. But the thing is if you don't vote, you're really, really not accomplishing anything. I mean, like, Gary Johnson is not perfect. But let me tell you what, to say that he doesn't have 1/10 of the record that Ron Paul has, you were wrong, 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 my friend. And you need to look up Gary Johnson's record before you sit here and post something acting like you know what you're talking about. Because the dude has an amazing record as governor. Probably, arguably, one of the best governors that have ever governed in the United States. Ever. I mean, so to sit here and say, like, oh, he's not, blah, 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 it's bullshit, because he really was a good governor. There's people that are, I mean, the health care that he helped institute and his state is, really showing the way on how healthcare should be run in a state, even with out being able to manage it in the way that he wanted, because he was having to fight the federal government the whole time. So that's just one thing that he did that was really good. I mean, you want to talk about Ron Paul? Yes, Ron Paul. I'm from Texas, so like I had known about Ron Paul for a long time now, and you want to talk about like records, and stuff like that. Well, yes, Ron Paul has an excellent voting record, but like at the same time, what has Ron Paul done for his district? And that is a lot different of a question, because what he's done for his district isn't what he's done for the liberty movement, because people in his district recognized the bigger thing that he was doing. He was running for office in his congressional district in order to stand up for liberty. And that's why they voted for him, was because he was able to convince the farmers, the farmer subsidies are not the best thing for you. All this stuff, this isn't the best thing for you. I'm going to help privatize, and I'm going to help get, public schooling more local and stuff like that. And he was able to do a lot of stuff for his congressional district, but at the same time, like, if you want to compare the records, Gary Johnson's record is insanely good. I mean, it's awesome. But not back to your point, the main point of your video, why you're not voting for Gary Johnson. You mentioned that you were going to step up and start figuring out other ways to spread the message of liberty. And I mean, if you're not going to vote, then that's really the only thing that you can do if you really care about this stuff. And so I appreciate that you mentioned that. But I mean, like, going out and doing some block walks and going out and making some phone calls and putting up some signs, even though that's really good, the fact that the media uses manipulation of the votes and everything like that, saying, oh, we got so much vote, the third party, or I mean the independent parties are so irrelevant, stuff like that. You need to be thinking about that stuff, because they use this as propaganda. So whenever you don't vote, you're encouraging the propaganda from the mainstream media. And so I mean, I see that you're involved. I see that you're, your own. You have your own state of mind, and that's great. That's the whole libertarian philosophy. Be an individual. If you think they're fucking up, then screw them. But I'll tell you right now, Gary Johnson ain't fucking up, and Ron Paul's endorsed Gary Johnson before. I mean, they've talked good about each other. I mean, there's a reason for this, and so I just hope that I can encourage you to get out there and vote for Gary Johnson, because he needs our support, man. He's somebody that's standing up for liberty. I mean, countless time and time again, he sits there and talks so good about Ron Paul, and is just trying to continue this movement for us. He's filling in a void, because if Gary Johnson wasn't there, the person that the only other person you could vote for is Virgil Goode, and I mean, he's not as good as Gary Johnson is. He's not, doesn't have the same type of record as Gary Johnson has. And it's just I just hope that you'll get out there and vote for him, man. All right, well, let me know what you have to think.